So, I think we all understand that the difference between being good and being great is consistency. Any achievement that you will reach in this life is going to be done through consistently showing up, practicing, taking action in the direction of your goals and dreams. But knowing that intellectually doesn't make it easier on the days when you just don't feel like it. These are the days where, your fitness gurus and your self help people will tell you to lock in, discipline, rah, rah, rah. And in this video, I just want to offer some gentler ways to support you staying consistent towards goals that matter to you without having to fully buy into hustle culture and become one of those guys. You know what I'm talking about. You don't want to be one of those guys. I used to be one of those guys. It's not any fun. Okay. So, before we get started, greetings and salutations. My name is Laura, and here on my channel, I talk all things health, wealth, and happiness in the attention economy. I am a brand new YouTuber, as you can see, and I'm still kind of getting my footing here. But I have this series where I kind of talk about career, mental health, attention economy, blah, 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 on Wednesdays. And then on Sundays, I have a weekly series where I'm tracking the growth of my channel. So if you found me because you are also a new YouTuber and you are looking for new and creative ways to stay motivated with posting on days when you don't feel like it or days when you feel really discouraged because nobody's watching your content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you want. Or, if you want to watch the video all the way through before making that kind of commitment, I get it. Hey, I totally get it. Even if you want to go and see some of my other content before doing that, I get it. Okay, so there's the deal. Let's jump in, shall we? So the first affirmation slash mindset shift that has been really supportive for me over the years has been the concept of being a regular. Whatever room you want to be in, whatever industry you want to be succeeding in, wherever you want to be known, show up there consistently. Be a familiar face, become somebody that people know. Focus on attendance to do this, right? So that's what I'm doing today. By the way, the reason why I decided to make this video today is because I had a whole other idea for today's video, but as I was making the outline for it, I realized I just don't have the bandwidth to put in the time and energy that I want to put into it because I am in grad school. It's a really busy week this week. I have an interview on Thursday that I need to make a slideshow presentation for, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I just don't have the time and energy to put a ton of effort into this week's video. But I want to be a regular here on my own YouTube channel. I want to be a familiar face on your feed. I want to be consistent. And so I'm focusing on attendance and I'm doing what I can do to just show up. So that's number one, be a regular. Number two, hard days count for double. Double what? I don't know. But they count for double. The days where I have to be like, oh, I really don't want to. And I'm using all of these tips and tricks to just get my ass off the couch and out the door. Those days count for double. Again, double what? I don't know. They just count for double. Okay. I get to pat myself on the back twice. I get to be extra proud of myself, whether it's a workout or a slapped together video. Okay. I get to have extra grace with myself for putting something shitty out into the world, for having a shitty workout, whatever it is, because today is hard. All right. I'm proud of myself for just doing something. Today, this video counts for double. The third mindset shift affirmation is actually a question, and it is, what can I do? So again, the concept for today's video was going to be totally different until I realized I couldn't do it, right? With the time and energy resources at my disposal today. And instead of saying, well, I can't do the idea that I want to do, so I'll just pick this back up next week. No, no, no. I said, okay, I can't do that idea. What can I do? With the time and energy that I have today, what can I put out onto YouTube? And besides this video counting for double, I really like this question of what can I do, because I think it's a really great way for me to be able to give myself grace and acknowledge that, you know, life happens. My energy levels fluctuate. My, uh, like, demands on my time fluctuate. And so I'm giving myself grace for these external circumstances that impact my ability to show up for this channel, this goal that I have, without letting myself off the hook. This question has been super powerful for me lately. I got it from Dr. K, aka Healthy Gamer GG, here on YouTube. If you haven't found him, go stop watching this video, go watch his whole channel. That man has changed my life. um, but he's a psychiatrist and he has experience working in addiction psychiatry. And apparently, a common question uh, when working with folks who are working on weaning their addictions is to ask, well, okay, so what can you do? You can't, you're not ready to quit drinking altogether, but can you take your, weekend drinking down from 10 beers this weekend to 8? How about 5? How about 4? How about 3? And like finding kind of where the limit is of like, okay, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. No, I can't do that. Okay, great. So go to where you can go and call it good enough for now. Tomorrow's a new day. This last one is a little bit woo woo. So, bear with me if you're not the spiritual type. But it's manifestation, the concept of acting as if, right? Um, I don't really jive so much with the law of attraction. I really am a law of assumption girly. It makes a lot more sense to my brain. And, basically, if I am assuming that I will be successful on YouTube, then I have to assume that I am a successful YouTuber. Well, what would a successful YouTuber do on a day like today? They would find a way to fucking post, right? Like, the I want the lifestyle and identity of YouTuber. So, when faced with this decision of do I post or not, I have to ask myself, what would a professional YouTuber do? They would find a way to fucking post, even if it's not great, even if the video is short, even if the video is a little bit slapped together, they're still going to put something out, right? So, this is me manifesting my future as a successful YouTuber by showing up, posting something, even when I am feeling low energy and tired and at my limit in my schedule. So, those are my 4 best mindset shifts and affirmations and helpful thoughts that helped me show up today to give you this video. Now, I do want to go back to the very beginning of the video where I mentioned that, we all know that the difference between good and great is showing up consistently. And I do want to add that it's perfectly okay to only want to be good. You don't have to be great at anything if you don't want to be. Okay? I don't know if anybody's ever told you that. Nobody ever told me that. So, if nobody's ever given you permission before to not be great and to just be good, go be good. Don't be great. Like work life balance is also a reward, and the thing about greatness is that a lot of the greats do not have work life balance. So, yeah, don't let society tell you that greatness is the only option or that anything short of greatness is failure. That's just simply not true. Um, Also, one final thought is that even if greatness is your goal and you want to be really consistent at what you're working on, there are times when it does make sense to take a break, take a day off, slow down, right? And I want to tell you the way that I figure out what should I do? Should I take the day off? Should I skip this video? Or should I put something up that's totally imperfect? And the way that I know my answer is whether or not my thoughts sound whiny. If my thoughts are like, oh, I don't know. Do I have time? I don't know. I just really don't want to. I'm so stressed out. I don't want to. I have so much on my plate. I don't have time to do this on top of everything else. Then I need to do it. I need to do it. On the other hand, when my thoughts are slow and they're like, no, I've made up my mind, I'm not doing it, there's none of this like internal drama, then I know that I have reached a point of physical exhaustion that I need to take the day off. I need to take a break. This is a lesson I learned through my fitness journey specifically, that like, yeah, if my thoughts are whiny, then it's like my brain that feels tired, but my body still has energy to blow off. And the thing about working out is you don't really need to think. um, you can just show up even with a tired mind to go and get your body to the same level of exhaustion as your mind. But on those days where it's just like I can barely keep my eyelids open, or on days when I'm injured, those are the days where I'm like, I'm not going, because if I'm not already injured, I'm gonna get injured on a day like that. If I am already injured, then I'm gonna make the injury worse if I show up like that. So, um, yeah, just wanted to add those little caveats, because there's nuance in life. So, all right, that's what I got for you today. I'll see you on Sunday for my channel analytics update, and hopefully next week I'll have a little bit more of uh, a higher effort video for you. But yeah, let me know if this was helpful, if you've heard these affirmations and shifts before, if they're new to you, if you have other ones that help you, leave those in the comments, and I will see you later. Bye bye.